Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Tasmaikani Jadari Sajani Ega Badi Widiniwa Badi Wajadi Ega Pisamayina Abisamedi Dokam Brinya Bri Widina Bri Wajadi Samuriam Bahana Bri Widina Niroda Sachigiriya Bri Widina Megam Bhavana Badi Widina Dokan Ja Brinya Bisamayina Megam Bhavana Bisamayana Abisamedi no Jago Inya Menina Nyanina Ega Nyani Niwa with the only single knowledge, with only single knowledge. Esa Niroda, Esa Nirodam Aramanado Sesa Nikajado Padi Wajadi, Jewa Abisamedi. So Abisamedi Padi Wajadi, I don't need to translate again. But we start with the no jako inya menina nyanina. Inya menina nyanina. No jako abisamedi. No jako abisamedi. Inya menina nyanina. No jako abisamedi. So abisamedi or badi wajadi you can take as above. This is the sentences are not complete, no? No Jago, Enya Menina, Nyanina. Okay, I wanted to read starting with the decimal kani. Okay. So here, Inya Menyena, also in the Asian translation books, it is Inyena. Inyena, with the each knowledge. So like each knowledge means, so to know that dukkha is one jnana, to know samudaya is another jnana, to know nirodha sajja is another jnana, to know magga sajja is another jnana. It is not like this. It is not like that. To know dukkha, samudaya, nirodha, magga, it is not the function of each jnanas. Such a Four Noble Truths is known by only a single knowledge. Okay? Ega jnani newa. Isa is a subject. is ega jnana only by a single jnana. Esa is a Riya Savaka. Esa is the noble disciples, comprehends, penetrates, Nirodha. Nirodha here means Nibbana. These noble disciples comprehends, penetrates Nibbana by means of the object, by taking it as object. Sesani refers to the Dukkha Samudaya Magga. Dukkha Samudaya Magga is, he knows Dukkha Samudaya Magga by means of the function. Okay? But at the moment, the yogi, Riya Savaka, he or she takes Nibbana, only the Nibbana, as its object. He doesn't take any other sajjas, like a Dukkha Sajja, Samudaya Sajja, Magga Sajja. He doesn't take these three noble truths as its object. So this, the part is very deep, very deep. The commentary explanation is very difficult to understand. Okay, now before we study this one, now we go back to the how the yogi who develops insight meditation can understand the Four Noble Truths. Okay? In the Bhava Bhaga Magga, okay? In the Bhava Bhaga Magga, how the yogi understands the Four Noble Truths, we should study that. Now, before we analyze this paragraph. Okay, here. Now we have already know the Prajna, Pahana, Sachikiriya, Bhavana. Four, functions. What is Prajna? Prajna is made by Dukkha Sajja. Dukkha Sajja, the yogi should fully understand the truth of suffering. He should remove Samudaya Sajja, Tanha. He should take Nibbana as its object. He should develop Bhavana. Okay, what is the Prajna? How Prajna is made when the yogi practicing insight meditation. So here, when the yogi practice insight meditation based on the walking meditation, or maybe based on in breathing or breathing, Anapana meditation, or maybe when he is practicing insight meditation based on the rising and falling of the abdomen, maybe he may take some obvious object in his body. So while he is paying attention to the in-breathing or breathing in the nostril or maybe upper lips, while he is observing in-breathing or breathing, he comes to know that is Vayo Putaba. Yesterday I talked about Vayo Dhatu. This Vayo Dhatu also, when he is observing, he knows that this is Vayo Dhatu. This is expansion of the air. This Vayo Dhatu also, when he is watching, it disappears. Disappears is not one time. So one Vayo Dhatu, one air rise, then this air also disappears and it has conditions for another, airs rising. The disappeared air also has conditions for the rising of another air. In this way, like a process of the disappearing, he knows in his nostril. At the same time, he notices awareness. He knows awareness with his another awareness. Sati, he has a sati mindfulness. The mindfulness is known by the another mindfulness. So when he is watching, observing like this, he knows that this is a Prithvi Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, this is a Rupa. In the morning, as I explained to you, this is Nama, this is Rupa. So he understands their characteristics, their Anicca Lakkhana, Dukkha Lakkhana, Anatta Lakkhana. He understands that. So such a knowledge is called Prajna. In the morning also I had explained. He knows Nama and Rupa, the characteristic of the Nama and Rupa. Like the nature of the Nama and Rupa, their function. Now those Nama and Rupa, while he is observing, they are constantly disappearing. They are continuously disappearing, rising continuously without stopping. When he knows like this, it means Prajna. Who understands Nama and Rupa. This is, this Prajna, at the moment he is developing inside meditation, Vipassana Jnana. It is a no for the Mega Jnana. So now I am explaining about the Pubbā Bhāga Mega. Pubbā Bhāga Mega also we call Lokiya Mega. Pubbā Bhāga Mega or Lokiya Mega. Okay, why he is developing inside meditation, or maybe he attains some level of the inside knowledge. Okay, how does he complete his Pahana Kecha? Prajna Kecha, Pahana Kecha. When he knows those Nama and Rupas are Anicca and Dukkha Anatta, before he thought these Nama Rupa are nature, permanent, happiness, adamant also, it follows his own wish. At the moment when he understands the truth, at the time, the tanha cannot rise to the objects. He knows it is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Do you understand what I mean? I want to tell you, okay? Tanha cannot rise for the objects that he knows it is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Because tanha arises, we think it is Nijja, Sukha, Atta. If we know this is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, we cannot. The tanha cannot rise. Tanha cannot attach to that. Why we are attached to the some objects? Because we think it is a Nijja, Sukha, Atta, Subha. If we know this is a Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, then tanha cannot be attached to them. In this way, he removes potentiality of rising of the tanha. It is called Pahana Kecha. Tanha cannot rise because he knows, the yogi understands this is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Because he knows it is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, then the tanha cannot rise in him. Such a not rising of the tanha is called Pahana Kecha. So if there is no tanha, what will happen? There is no upadana. Tanha bhajaya upadana. According to the Praja Samubhara, tanha bhajaya upadana. When there is no tanha, there is no upadana, no clinging. If there is no clinging, there is no karma. Kusala karma and akusala karma cannot rise. When those kusala karma cannot rise, there cannot be result of vipaka, result of the kusala karma, akusala karma. So such a temporarily, those karmas, those results temporarily stopped. temporarily ceased, temporarily not existed. It is called the Dhenga Nirodha. So Mahasi Sayadaw said, it is a Dhenga Nirodha Satya. Dhenga Nirodha Satya. Because there is no dana, if there is no dana, if there cannot be upadana. When there cannot be upadana, there cannot be karma, kusala karma and akusala karma. When there is no kusala karma and akusala karma, there is no result of vipaka or khandhas. So such a nama, such a karma and vipaka temporarily ceased, temporarily come to cessation. It is called Dhenga Nirodha Satya. So why the yogi is developing inside meditation, he knew this. He doesn't know real Nibbana, He doesn't know the Nibbana, but he just knows the Dhenga Nirodha. So every time he is observing, he is developing Vipassana Jnana, he attains this Dhenga Nirodha. So he realized the Dhenga Nirodha, which is called Satchikiriya. Okay, which is called Satchikiriya. So now I'm talking about at the moment of inside meditation. I'm not talking about the Mega Jnana and Lokuttara Megas. I'm now talking about Loki Mega. In the moment of developing, maintaining path knowledge, at that time also the yogi can realize the Dhenga Nirodha. What is the Dhenga Nirodha? At the moment, because of no arising of Tanta, Upadana temporarily stopped. Karma is also temporarily stopped. Vipaka also temporarily stopped. So karma and vipaka temporarily come to cessation. Because no arising of the Tanta. When he knows, understands clearly anicca, dukkha, anatta of nama rupa dhamma, at the time, no dana arises. Before we have attachment to the objects, why? We think they are beautiful, they are permanent, they are, desirable, they are pure, they can give us happiness because we think like this. So we are attached to them. But if we know they are not true, they are impermanent, they are no soul, they are suffering, at the time, Tana no arise, Tana cannot be attached to that object. For example, in the Jaraka stories, I need to talk about the one story. Some, kings, they, in the morning, they went to the garden. In the garden, so in the morning, while they are, they entered in the garden, they saw the flower, very beautiful flower. But in the afternoon, maybe in the evening, when they come back, at that time the flower is withering. By seeing that, those kids understands our impermanent nature. By seeing that, some kids became Pichika Buddhas. So some kids, while they are watching, the leaves drop from the tree. After seeing, watching this, they understand anicca, dukkha, anatta. So anicca, dukkha, knowledge of the anicca, dukkha, anatta makes someone not to be attached to the thing he knows anicca, dukkha, anatta. Now, for example, if you have the smartphone, very beautiful smartphone, but this smartphone in the very beginning you think it is a very durable, very strong. After a few days use, you come to know this phone is a fake phone. it is easy to break. Sometimes even though you drop accidentally, it gets a crack, it becomes cracked. So if you do like this, you cannot be attached to that form. You want to give up. Because on that form particularly you see its impermanent nature. So what I mean is, if there is a particular thing, you think it is, you understand, it is impermanent. For that thing, you have no attachment. But for the other things that you don't know the truth, that you may be attached to. For the Vipassana Jnana is cannot eradicate kilesas completely. Only the objects it is anicca, dukkha, anatta, tanha cannot rise. But if you don't observe some objects, for example, so for those objects, tanha can rise. Tanha can be attached to. Maybe you are, for example, observing the insight meditation, whatever you see, you experience, you try to observe. This is anicca, dukkha, anatta. But sometimes you are forgetful. While you are observing other things, nature, anicca, dukkha, anatta, at the moment you hear very beautiful sound you like most. Then you forget you are vipassana meditation. But you don't observe that beautiful sound as anicca, dukkha, anatta. At the moment your tanha is attached to that object. So the important point is, if you cannot observe, if you don't observe, if you don't know the truth about the particular things, then for that thing, tanha can arise. Because of this, here also in the Mahasi Sayadaw also said, so okay, now we are observing all the 5 aggregates. So for those 5 aggregates, we have no attachment. You don't have no attachment. If there is no attachment, no upadana, no karma, and no vipaka, at the moment, he is not attached to the 5 aggregates. So karma and vipaka rise because of attachment. If there is no attachment, at the moment, indirectly can say no karma, no vipaka at the moment. Okay? At the moment there is no karma and no vipaka at the moment, because you understand it is anicca, dukkha, anatta. So then you have no attachment at the moment. Because of attachment, there is a possibility of karma and vipaka. Those karma and vipaka temporarily come to cessation, which is called Dhringa Nirodha. This Dhringa Nirodha is realized by the Vipassana yogi at the moment of the Vipassana Jnana. This is Sachikiriya Kecha. Sachikiriya Kecha. Actually, he cannot see the Nibbana, okay? Now, it is very important to distinguish, Maybe you may have wrong views. He is not seeing he doesn't see the Nibbana. But because of the power of the Vipassana Jnana, kilesa temporarily come to cessation. Because the kilesa come to cessation, indirectly we have to say no karma and no vipaka. So not directly, he could not see Nibbana at the moment, because he is just developing inside meditation. Okay, this is such a Giriya. Now the next one is, when he contemplates the nature of the Nama Dhamma, Rupa Dhamma, he knows them as they truly are. He knows their characteristic, their anicca, impermanence, suffering, no soul. He knows them fully, understands. This is called samadhi. So together with the samadhi, the right thought, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration automatically appear. Together with right view, samadhi. At the moment, the yogi doesn't commit any crimes, any akusala karmas. He, at the moment, while he is developed inside meditation, he doesn't tell lie. He doesn't, kill anyone. He doesn't steal. So, at the moment, his sila is complete. Actually, it is no real virati sila, but the sila he has. So indirectly, he has also sila meganga he has. Sama vaja, sama gamana, sama ajiva. At the moment, he completes 3 sila megangas. These 3 sila megangas are no virities. But indirectly, we can say he has sama vaja, sama gamanda, sama ajiva. Okay, in this way, how many megangas that yogi has developed? 8 megangas. So this development 8 meganga is called bhavana. Bhavana kecha. Every time he observes those megangas arising in him, okay, every time he observes the megangas arise in him, every time he observes, every time he develops vipassana jnana, he knows the dringa nirodha. Every time he develops vipassana jnana, every time he observes rising in disappearing of the rupa dhamma and nama dhamma, at the moment, automatically he eradicates tanha, pahana kecha. Every time he observes rising and disappearing anicca, dukkha, anatta, lakkhana of nama dhamma, rupa dhamma, at that time he completes his prajna kecha. So kecha is a function. So such a kamathana makes the yogi to realize the Four Noble Truths. So while someone is developed inside meditation, he can see the Four Noble Truths. But for the Nirodha, he just only knows the Ringa Nirodha. For the Mega, he only develops Lokiya Mega, no Logottara Megas. Mainly, he has developed only the 5. 5 Meganga is mainly he has developed. But indirectly, at the moment, he avoids misconduct, mislivelihood. We can say he also completed 3 sila morality megangas. Because of this, every time you are observing the nature of the nama dhamma and rupa dhamma, at the moment if you can see truly anicca, dukkha, anatta, this knowledge of the Four Noble Truths automatically completes, automatically rise in you. So what you can do, what you have to do is just to be mindful. You just follow the Satipatthana meditation. Whatever feelings arise, happy and happy. So whatever action you take, walking, stretching, lifting, sitting down, sleeping, lying, every action you are aware of. Gradually, when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, then you will understand the Four Noble Truths. Okay, now we are going back to, so now this is the explanation how Logiya Mega or Pupa Bhaga Mega, by developing Logiya Mega or Pupa Bhaga Mega, the yogi can see the Four Noble Truths. So with the Pupa Bhaga Mega also, there is no chance of the rising of the Lokuttara Mega. So Pupa Bhaga Mega is like a training, you know. If you want to play real football, if you want to, you know, in the football games, you are matching with another, you know, another team, you need to train. You know. Without training, you cannot be successful. So it is, you know, the Pupa Bhaga Mega also can be compared with the rehearsals. Before you do, like in the live concerts, they were, you know, they make a performance or dance or the music. Before they show their performance, dance, how, they need to practice. They need to make a rehearsals. Without rehearsals, you cannot be successful. So Lokuttara Mega never rise, never become without Pupa Bhaga Mega. So how important Pupa Bhaga Mega is? Okay, now we are going to see the Lokuttara Megas. Patipadiya Vipassana Bhuvityento Sota Pati Megam Babunati. Okay, now the following sentences are talk about Lokuttara Megas. Okay? Tasmai Khani Jadari Sajani Eka Pati Vedini Wa Pati Vejati. He understands, comprehends the Four Noble Truth with a single penetration. How it is when the yogi realizes the Nibbana, he takes Nibbana as its object. He doesn't take anything as its object. The Mega Jaitas, you know, the movement of the Mega Jaita is only one movement, Upada Titi Pinga. Within that movement, very short movement, he takes the Nibbana as its object. So what is the object of the Mega is? Nibbana. So why he is taking the Nibbana as its object? Automatically he understands the dukkha. So how does he understand the dukkha? For example, you know, someone is crossing very, you know, hot desert. He is very hot. Then instantly later he comes to the forest. In the forest you got some relief or is a little cool. After that you reach to the lake, and then he takes shower, he swims in the lake. Then he completely feels happy, peaceful. So like this examples, when someone attains the Nibbana, he automatically understands Sankharas, Rupa Dhamma, Nama Dhammas are suffering. Automatically he understands. He doesn't need to take those Rupa Dhamma, Nama Dhamma as its object. Okay? So, like after attaining the Nibbana's peacefulness, like we have one story. At the time of the Buddha, the Venerable Nanda, he is a brother of the Buddha. He was about to get married to the one princess, Janabada Kalayani, The name of the princess is Janabada Kalayani. So the group's name is Nanda. Nanda, who is Nanda? The brother of Buddha. He is a cousin, the cousin of the Lord Buddha. His name is Nanda. So he was about to get married to Janabada Kalayani. So in that day, the Buddha came to their house, but not married yet. When the Buddha saw the Nanda, he gave his bowl to him. I think at that time Nanda may be decorated, with a very beautiful dresses. So when the Buddha gave him the bowl, he took the bowl, and the Buddha didn't say anything. And the Buddha, went forward, walk, and then he followed the Buddha. Because in his hand there is the Buddha's bowl. He could not give back to the Buddha also. He is afraid. He could not dare to give back the bowl to the Buddha. The Buddha also didn't say. The Buddha, turned his back and then he went. And then, Nanda, the Prince Nanda followed him. At that time, Janabhara Kalyani, she realized that their marriage cannot happen. Then she followed him and then she said to the Nanda, princess, you come back quickly. The Nanda didn't say anything, but Nanda looked back maybe. And then, he took Nanda to the, forest. In that forest, there is one tree. That tree is burnt. It is like a charcoal. On that tree, there is one monkey, The monkey is sitting down, sitting on that, charcoal tree. The monkey also, black, maybe, staying with the charcoals. The charcoal tree, the monkey. The Buddha asked the Nanda, what do you think? You are bright and this monkey, who is more beautiful? Who is more beautiful? The Buddha asked him to the Nanda. Nanda became very sad. The Janabhara Kalyani is the most beautiful woman in that area. That beautiful woman, the Buddha compared with this old monkey. So he became very, very upset. But he couldn't say anything. Then the Buddha took him to the Tawa Tensa. Tawa Tensa is a celestial abode. In the celestial abode, he showed Nanda to the deities, very beautiful, female deities. And then the Buddha asked him, Nanda, this celestial female deities and you are Janabhara Kalyani, who is more beautiful? Then the Nanda said, oh, my Janabhara Kalyani, we compare with this celestial female deities. My Janabhara Kalyani like a monkey, he said. And then the Buddha, okay, do you want to get this celestial female deities? Oh, I want to get. Okay, you meditate. The Buddha asked him. So like this also, if someone knew the Nibbana, so he doesn't want to have dukkha. Because the dukkha is like a monkey. Nibbana is like a celestial female deities. So automatically tanha is eradicated. But at the moment, the yogi doesn't take tanha as its object. So when he takes Nibbana as its object, so why can he take? Because of Magga-Sajja. So Magga-Sajja also automatically finished, automatically completed. So because of this, the commentary said, Eka pati vedeneva pati vajjati. When he takes, like a Nibbana as his object, there is completion of knowing the dukkha-sajja, completion of the knowing the samudaya-sajja, completion developing Magga-Sajja. So that is also, that one, simile is also given. When you light the lamp, the light, when the light appears, darkness automatically disappears. You can see the things in the room. But what you do is only lighten. What you do is only the lighten, but other things. The darkness disappears. You see the things around in the rooms. But similarly, you take Nibbana as its object, but the three other things are automatically completed. So because of this, like in the commentary, Eka Jnani Niwa Isa Nirodha Aramanato. What does he take as its object? Nirodha. Sesani Keja do Pri Wajadi Jiwa Abisamedija. The Keja do means a bifunction. Bifunction means those functions are automatically finished, completed. By saying the Kejado, it means he doesn't take Samudaya Sajja as its object. He doesn't take Dukkha Sajja as its object. He doesn't take Mega Sajja as its object. So what he takes as its object is only the Nirodha. By seeing the Nirodha, by realizing the Nirodha, three other things are completely finished. So no jago inya menyina jnanina with the no, not with the each jnanas. No need to have the four jnanas. It is only one jnana. This one jnana, what does he do? It takes the nibbana as its object. So tasmai samaya nahisa tasmai samaya ewa hodi aham dukkha prijanami aham samudaya pajahami aham mega bhavimiti wa. So when he takes the nibbana as its object, the yogi doesn't think, oh, I will know the dukkha, I will develop the mega, I will remove that samudaya. No need to do like this. This is not talking about the Lokuttara megas, okay? This, sentences paragraph is about Lokuttara mega, okay? Abhijja kosa aramanangatawa. Pariwira was saying a Nirodha Sachikroto. Ewan Tanyana Dukkha Pranya Gejambi. Samudaya Bahana Gejambi. Mega Bhavana Gejambi. Kroti you, I wanted to read that sentence. Abhijja kosa. One more time. Okay, here, Karoti Yewa, the main part. Now we will analyze this sentence. Very important sentence. Karoti Yewa. What is the subject of the Karoti Yewa? Tamjnanam. Ewe in this way. Tamjnanam Karoti Yewa. This jnana makes. No? This jnana makes. What is the object of the karoti? Dukkha pranya gejambi, samudaya bahana gejambi, mega bhavana gejambi, karoti eva. This jnana, this knowledge only make the function of full understanding of the dukkha, the function of eradicating tanha, the function of developing mega. This jnana makes only makes the function of the understanding dukkha, the function of the eradicating samudaya, the function of the developing mega. Okay. Sachikroto, dative case, for the one who realized. How realized? Abhijja ko asa aramanangatawa Sachikroto. He realized it is taking object Nibbana by means of penetration. To the one who realized taking Nibbana as its object, penetrating the Nibbana by means of penetration. To the one who realized to the one who takes as its object and realized Nibbana, because Aramanakatva should be fast. To the one who takes as its object and realized Nibbana. In what way? Priveda Vasena, by means of penetration. That jnana only makes that jnana itself makes. The function of the fully understanding dukkha, function of the eradicating samudaya, function of developing magga. Okay. After the break, we will continue.